Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My names are Peter Umaolo. I work at the Kenya Meteorology Department at the Institute for Meteorological Training and Research, which is also the Regional Training Center for East and Central Africa. I'm here to present to you Module 2 of the Climate Data Tools. And in Module 2, I'll take you through 1. Downloading satellite rainfall estimates and the analysis data. 2. Data visualization using CDT, the Climate Data Tool. 3. Converting gridded data to detailed formats using CDT. And the last one in Module 2 is performing operation using CDT. So allow me to open the software, the Climate Data Tool, assuming that you've already installed the software. So after taking you through the modules, the key items in Module 2, so we'll start now opening your CDT. And for you to open CDT, you go to where you have at the taskbar. That is where my CDT is. You click it. You will see this window where we have the different, that is the graphical user interface for CDT. You click packages, load packages, then you pick CDT, and then you come there. So from there, for example, for you to start bring the CDT interface, you do like that. So once you are in the user interface for CDT, for you to use CDT to download the data, you go to the menu, okay? You go to the menu, data preparation. You pick download data. You can see here different options. For our case, we'll download the satellite rainfall estimates. So you click it, and then here you will see different data formats. So I want us to download monthly data. And then from here, we'll be able to pick them from CHAP Global or CHAPS Global. We'll be able to pick that. We want to download this data from the IRI website, okay, for the Kenyan map. For the Kenyan map. We can also check that if it exists, okay. And so we pick the Kenyan coordinates and then we click downloading data. So you can see the data is downloading here. It might take long. You can see it is downloading there, and you can be able to see in this space here on the down right corner of the screen, you are able to see that the data is downloading, and you can see that the download is done. You can see here the download is done, which means this data is there. Now, for you to do the visualization of the data visualization, you still go back to CDT, and then here you can see the different menus here. We have visualization, this one here. You click it, okay. So for us here, there are different data that you can be able to visualize. Visualization means here you want to see exactly how that data is. So there are different options here: plot CDT, station data, gridded data, NetCF. So let's choose the station data. So if you click the station data here, you can be able to see plot CDT station data and the layers. So for us here, we'll pick the daily data or the monthly data. We'll pick that one. And then we pick the folder, file containing the CD station data. We click that. We come to our folder which has got the CDT data. So here you can see we have different. I'll pick the KMD station precision data 1981 to 2024. I'll pick it like that. So once you pick it, you will see this window coming up. You look at the delimiter, and the delimiter there is comma. You retain everything there. You retain even the missing values. You click OK. Okay. So once you do that, you can see your data is loaded here. You can be able to plot. You can be able to plot, and you can see the screen there. So once you plot, you can see there are different options. Okay. So once you plot like that, you come to layers, and then you add the shapefile. And for our shapefile, we pick it from our folder, the existing folder, because we have a folder here called shapefile, and you pick the one for Kenya. So that is an S3 shapefile. Okay. So once you pick it like that, you come back there, you can be able to plot. And you can see the Kenyan map here with the data, with the monthly rainfall data as indicated here. So in this map here, you can be able to do a number of things. You can be able to do a number of things. You can also do, if you want to add layers, we have already done that. Now, once you do that, if you want to do line plot, you can also come to line plot and then they pick the option. But for us, we'll retain it at that. Now, if you want to do more work in terms of analysis, that is visualization, you can also, under the same thing, you can be able to visualize different data types. For example, if now we want to visualize the daily data, you still come back there. You pick the daily data from your data, okay? You pick the daily data from the folder. And if you pick the daily data, CDT data, the daily data are here. You pick that one, that folder. You also come back here. You can be able to, the initial one was monthly, and I can also plot the daily data. For the daily data, I'll add the layers, pick the shapefile. You can see here, the shapefile is that one. And once you pick it, you come back here and plot the daily data. And you can see the data the maps is like that. So for this map, you can be able to change the dimension. You can be able to increase if you want to make it bigger like that. You can be able to change the x-axis and the horizontal axis. So this is something that is we can be able to do and change the size of the map. In terms of converting gridded data to different data formats, so in terms of data preparation, you also come back to data preparation, and you can see data format conversion at the below the menu, data format conversion. So here we'll pick convert CPT data format. You pick it like that. And then this memo format input data. So for this one, we'll pick the CDT data format, the first option. And then here, we'll pick the daily or monthly, whichever one we want. The missing values will retain that. And then where do we want to save this? We want to save it into CDT now. We open it. And then we give it a name, converted data. You give it a name, converted data, and it will appear there. And then you say, okay. So we execute. And you can see here, converting data into CPT format done successfully. For data operation in CDT, you go to data preparation menu. You pick under this, you pick data operation here. Okay. Then under this one, you have different type step, depending on the data that you have. Minutes data, hourly data. For us, we'll pick daily data. And then we pick the set input data sets. Once you pick that, you have to pick the data set from your folder. So we click that and we pick the data. So you go to the folder where your data is. You go to the folder where your data is. For mine, my data is in the CDT, this one. Okay, so I'll pick, based on that formula for X, I'll pick Tmax, and then pick the data, the delimiter there. So when you do that, you say okay. And then, once you do that, you pick where you want to pick. You look at this formula, this one, 273 is for conversion, for the temperatures. If it was rainfall, the formula will be different. And then here, we pick where you want to save this data. So for me, I'll pick there and then give it a name. So I'll give it data op 2, or maybe 3. Okay, then we say save. And then you say, okay. And then you execute. So you can see here, I'm doing that operation, this one, this computing. And it should not take long because the data I have, and you can see here that has been done, data finished successfully. So ladies and gentlemen, today I've taken you through module 2. We downloaded the data, we converted the data, and we did the data operation.